Here's how to actually get started with Notion, a complete beginner's guide. See, there's two routes that you could take if you're a complete beginner. The first one is to watch a Notion introduction video, where you're just passively watching. You're seeing this and you're seeing that. But the problem with that is your brain isn't going to retain any of the information. But for this video, I want to do option number 2, a follow along tutorial where you learn the basics by actually doing it. Now, what we're going to build today isn't going to be the most amazing dashboard that your brain has ever seen. But here's the thing, that's going to be way too complicated anyway if you're new to Notion. So instead, we're going to build a pretty simple dashboard that has the main features you need in good system design. And that term that I just used is what I think is probably the most undiscussed skill in productivity: system design. So not only am I teaching you in this video how to use Notion from scratch, I'm also teaching you the basics of system design and how to design a dashboard that works for your everyday productivity. With this ramble being said, subscribe for Notion tutorials and let's dive in. So you've just signed up for Notion. Here is your brand new page. There is nothing on here. What we're going to do is click here where it says new page, and let's just call this dashboard. Now, if I just hit enter here and keep hitting enter, as you can see, it says press space for AI or / for commands. See, what Notion does is use this / here to bring up all of these different command options. And this is how you can build incredibly great systems. Now, some systems can be really simple. I have great beginner ones that are free to download. I also have a premium Notion template, which handles your work life and your personal life. But today we're building something much more simple with these different commands here. So what we're going to do today is have a task list, have a calendar, and have our project. And the cool thing is these three here are going to connect. See, with system design, what we want to do is truly understand how we're working. And the truth is your task list and your calendar is actually the same thing. So this here actually becomes your task list / your calendar. This here is the same thing. So now that we understand the ingredients for our dashboard, let's start building. See, what most people do when building a task list is probably something like / and then click here on header 2 and write task list. And then they do simple to-do lists like this: task 1, task 2. And then depending on how much Notion research you've done, you might have seen people do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and have that in 3 columns like this. And then they drag and drop the task when they're going to do it. This is an all right way to work, but it's not really a system. See, systems need data. And so what we're going to do is / data. Now, databases here can be very overwhelming, but we're going to start super simple today. So we'll click here on table view. And what I'm going to do is click here on new empty data source. So this here is our database. So what I'm going to do is call this task manager, for example. In Notion, we have this thing called properties. So this database here has properties, and they are the different columns. So here you can see all of the different properties that I might want to use. Now, the first one we're going to use is a checkbox. I just want to know, have I completed the task or not? And I'll simply call that spacebar and then move it here to the side. Now, the next thing that I want is the date property. When am I going to do this task? This is going to help us to do what's called time blocking, also known as time boxing or daily scheduling or just planning. It's got a bunch of different names. But what I can do here is say task 1 and say I'm going to do this tomorrow. Now, there's a big problem here. My tasks are being viewed as a list. So I could say task 2 here, and then let's say tomorrow as well. But what we're going to want to do instead is view this here as a calendar. And we can do that by using, again, a different type of database. So if I do / here you can see calendar. If I write calendar here, you can see this calendar view. Now, what we're going to do is something really cool. Instead of creating a new empty data source, we're going to search for the database we just created. So I called it task manager. So I'll click here and do new calendar view. And as you can see, task 1 and task 2 are sitting here. That's these tasks here. And that's because they have this date applied to it. So because this task manager database is the same database as this one, if I do anything here, it will affect this as well. Now, right now, this is a bit overwhelming for me because I can see the full month. So what we're going to do is click on the settings here. And if I click on settings and click on layout, what I can do is change this to show calendar as week. So now this is a lot more approachable. The problem is task 1 and 2 here, how am I meant to know whether they're complete or not? So this is complete, but how do I know if task 1 is complete here? Well, what we're going to do is unlock this next skill in Notion, which is called property visibility. So if I click on settings here, you can see property visibility. If I click on that, here I can say what I want to show and hide. So I want to show whether it's completed or not. So now I can see task 1 is checked in. By the way, if you're this far into the video, well done, you're doing really well. But as you can see, we've run into the next issue. Here I can see task 1 and task 2. But after a while, I'm going to have a lot of tasks in here that are complete. And that's just going to become very overwhelming. So to fix that, we're going to learn our next skill, which is database views. So here I'll click on duplicate view. So I have this tab here called all, and then I have this one here, which is the original table. I'm going to rename this here. And this is going to be called do. So I know, okay, these are the tasks that I need to do. So basically, I don't want to see these in here. And we're going to fix that by using the next skill. And that next skill here is filters. So if I click here on filter, I can click here on this checkbox and say, in this tab here, so in this view, I only want to see the stuff that is unchecked. So task 3 here is showing up. Now I can obviously find those here under all. I can see task 1 and task 2 here. So we haven't deleted them. What we're simply doing in this view here is filtering which tasks we want to see. This here is already a fantastic system that you've designed. You've got your calendar integrated with your task list. They are not separate and speaking to each other. They are actually the same thing. Now let's jump to the last component. We want to know which projects this is relating to. Now there are a bunch of different ways that we could do this, but I'm going to try to make it as simple as possible for you. So in this, what we could do is a relation property and connect to another database and build this thing called a page template. That's a bit more advanced, and since I'm presuming you're very new to Notion, I don't want to overwhelm you. Instead, we're going to do something much simpler called the select property. So this select property here will simply be the project. So what I can do here is say task 3 is related to project A. And let's go back to this task 1 and task 2 here. Let's say both of them are to do with project B. So the way this select property works is basically a drop-down. You've probably used drop-downs before on websites. It works just the same. And of course, you can add as many as you want. So here I could add project C, and you can simply click and swap between them like that. So let's make this project B. Now here's the next thing that we want to fix. Here under do, I can see project A and task 3. And here under all, I can see project B, and project A. But this here isn't being sorted by any specific order. So what I could do here is drag up task 3 between task 1 and task 2. So now it's going project B and then project A and then project B again. This is quite confusing. So to finish off, we are going to learn the two last most important Notion skills that you could learn as a beginner. So first what I'll do is right click on all and I'm going to do duplicate view. I'm going to call this view by project and click away. My goal is in this tab, aka this view, I want to be able to sort these by the different project. So here I'll click on this database setting and change the group. So I'm going to group this here by the project. So now you can see project A is separated from project B. But we have one big issue with this projects tab. Let's say I have task 4 here, and this one here is on the 4th. As you can see, these dates here, whether they're complete or not complete, they're in a completely random order. There's no structure here. So what we're going to do is learn the last Notion database skill. So we've looked at filters, which is this one here. On this tab here, we're filtering by the unchecked. We've also looked at groups. That's how we're looking at this right now. So here you can see group. We're grouping by project. What we're now going to do is also on this tab, add a sort. And we are going to sort by the date. Here you can see these dates are in no particular order. But if I click on date now, as you can see, they get reorganized automatically. So I can change this date from ascending to descending. So now it goes April 4th, March 31st, March 25th. So the last thing we're going to do with the projects here is to go up to our calendar and click on settings, and we're going to change the property visibility once again and click here on project. And I'll simply use these 6 dots here to reorder this. So now I see task 3 to do with project A, task 1 to do with project B, and it's been completed. I now have my calendar, my task list, and my projects all on the one dashboard. You've also learned the basics of Notion, and you've understood the most undiscussed skill in productivity, which is system design. If you made it this far, well done. If you want a Notion dashboard that's more built out with more features and has more advanced task management, project management, life bucket management, notes, resources, time tracking, journaling, and so much more, then you can click on this video here, which is a full tour of my premium Notion template headquarters. But if not, congratulations, you've built a phenomenal Notion dashboard. Well done.